Listen up, you profit prisoners. I built a spreadsheet at 2 a.m. that revealed a company's darkest secret. 100 customer product combinations generated 150% of their profit, while 1,700 combinations destroyed the other 50%. That's 5% creating all of the value, while 95% burned it down. Your P&L is lying to you because traditional accounting shows positive margins on products that are actually corporate cancer, consuming your company from the inside out. Hello, I'm Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of the Stagnation Assassins. As always, this will be a fast-paced, bold, in-your-face episode where we will help teach all of the aspiring Stagnation Assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with working harder than ever on a business that somehow loses money despite positive gross margins, in this podcast, you will discover the 80-20 matrix that exposes your real profit engines and your real value destroyers. You'll also discover the 80-20 squared methodology that reveals exponential concentration and the 3-wave implementation that transforms your portfolio in 90 days. Let's talk about the problem here. Picture this profit pulverizing pandemic. Your division is losing $5 million a year, yet every business review shows positive gross margins across the product portfolio, quality improving, customer satisfaction rising, market share is stable, but you are still bleeding money every day. The numbers didn't add up. So I pulled financial data at 2 a.m., built a spreadsheet that nobody had built before, not because they couldn't, but because they didn't want to see the answer. We did customer product combinations, all of them, not aggregated revenue by customer, not portfolio margin by product line, individual profitability for every customer buying every single product. What I found by 8:30 was devastating. 100 combinations, just 5.4% of the total, generated 150% of the company profit. The other 1,700 destroyed 50% of the profit. But traditional accounting showed positive gross margins on nearly everything. Here's why your accounting lies. Traditional cost allocation was designed for mass production factories making one product. Spread the fixed cost proportionally across the units works fine when products consume similar resources. It's completely wrong when complexity varies dramatically. That profitable $1,000 transaction adds setup costs, 17 setups at $500 each, engineering support 127 hours at $150 an hour, quality inspections, inventory, carrying costs, management time, true profit negative 34,500. Congratulations. Your standard accounting showed 40% gross margin because it didn't allocate activity costs. Multiply that across hundreds of combinations, and you get a company showing positive margins everywhere while losing $5 million. But here's the pattern that haunts me. The value destroyers were not randomly distributed. They clustered predictably. Small customers buying customized products. Large customers buying commodities at brutal pricing. Specialty configurations requiring engineering support that exceeded gross margins by 3 to 5 times. Every single one made sense in isolation, though. Strategic relationship with growth potential, protecting share in key accounts, maintaining full product line, every excuse, masking systematic value destruction. There are 4 deadly myths that are keeping you trapped. 1, all revenue is good revenue. Wrong. Revenue costing more to generate it returns is organizational cancer. 2, strategic customers will grow eventually. Customers trained to expect low prices never suddenly pay premium. Okay. 3, we need the full product line. No, customers want specific products that solve their problems, not breadth. 4, market share is what matters most. No, unprofitable market share is worse than no share at all. It is time to expose the truth with the 80-20 matrix, 2-dimensional analysis that reveals what 1-dimensional Pareto misses. Plot customer product combinations, not just customers, not just products. 4 quadrants emerge. Quadrant 1 is your profit engine. Top 20% of customers and your top 20% of products. These generate 140 to 200% of your profit. Give them anything they need. Best people, fastest response, unlimited investment. This is your economic engine. Protect it. Quadrant 4 is your value destroyers, the bottom 80% of customers and the bottom 80% of products. Pure organizational cancer. These will destroy 50 to 100% of your profit while contributing maybe 15% of your revenue. Probably not. Implement a 40 to 60% price increase immediately. No negotiation, no exceptions. Do it. But here's where it gets explosive. Let's look at the 80-20 squared. Within your top 20%, run this analysis again. Top 20% of your top 20%, that's 4% of combinations, will generate about 64% of your total profit. Go even deeper, top 20% of that 4% is 0.8% of your combinations, probably generates almost half of your profit. The division we were looking at had 15 combinations out of about 1,800. That was over half of the company's profit. While you're spreading resources across your top 20%, focused competitors concentrate on their top 4%. They're achieving 16 times better results on that investment of time. 3-wave implementation makes this possible. Wave 1, days 1 through 30. Quadrant 4, emergency. Identify the bottom 30% of combinations. Implement a 40 to 60% price increase immediately. What will happen? 60 to 70% will actually accept it. 15 to 20% will negotiate some form of modification, and 15 to 20% will exit. You better celebrate the people that exit. Wave 2, days 31 through 90. Quadrant 3, strategic restructuring. Major customers buying the wrong products. Transparent economics. This is how you talk. Here's what it costs to serve you. Here's what you pay. The gap is unsustainable. Give them 3 options. We can do strategic pricing, product substitution, or volume commitment that change the economics. They'll understand. Wave 3, days 91 through 180. Quadrant 1, excellence. Concentrate overwhelming resources on your top 4%. Best talent exclusively assigned. 0 defects tolerance. Innovation prioritized only for those combinations. The results we saw, revenue went down 23% in year 1. We do that. Profit went up 187%. By year 2, revenue recovered and profit went up even further. The CEO asked, why does anyone accept revenue declining? The answer, because profit matters more than revenue. And year 2 proves that you get both once you've eliminated the value destruction. Remember to visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates, follow me on the socials, buy our books, do all the things. But most importantly, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. Now let's talk about the homework. Your profit revelation assignment. Build a rough 80-20 matrix this week. List the top 20% of customers and the top 20% of products. Estimate profitability where they overlap. You don't need to be perfect. Activity-based costing, okay? Directional clarity is enough for right now. Then identify your obvious quadrant 4 value destroyers, the combinations everyone knows lose money but nobody will kill. Calculate what would happen if you raise prices by 50% on those combinations tomorrow. Your transformation starts with strategic subtraction, not desperate addition. Thanks, folks. Looking forward to next week.